So, Matt, how did Washco actually come about? You were saying before that it was born out of At Height. What sort of made you guys go, well, there's another opportunity here?
So we'd been washing buildings with At Height for almost a decade, and so we're probably talking 2016, 2017. And it got to the point where our clients liked us because we were washing their buildings to a good standard and we were good to deal with. And then they were offering us other buildings to quote that weren't necessarily abseiling, so maybe a low-rise apartment building or a retirement village that wasn't a high-rise. It was a number of villas or just a smaller building that we didn't need to abseil.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where we're taking on this work. It's good work. It's keeping us busy, and we're actually hiring staff that didn't have any intentions of abseiling. So it kind of got to the point where it was another part of the exterior cleaning industry that we wanted to keep on pushing and growing in. And it made sense for us to kind of start up a new company where we could have staff specialising in those companies. And also from a marketing point of view, it was quite awkward to go to a kind of low-rise apartment or a single-story block of retirement villages or apartments and hi, I'm Ben from At Height. I want to have the opportunity to price your low rise. So we decided to start a new company called Washco. Now it's as big as At Height is, if not bigger, and they're kind of growing side by side. There's a lot of synergy between the two. Obviously At Height, which I talked about last time I was on the podcast. Doing the high rise, but quite often there'll be a single job that has both aspects, and so we're able to get our At Height crew in to come and do the abseiling, and then the Washco crew can come in and do the low rise stuff. And
mate, well, congratulations for a start having two businesses that are complementing each other and I think it's great that you come up with the idea and you actually just go for it. You can see a little gap in the market there and you go for it and turn it into something realistic and that. You mentioned a couple of them, but what are the main points of difference between what Washco does and what At Height does?
Yeah, so I mean, At Height is your kind of standard rope access company where we are cleaning those tall buildings, but it also does all the maintenance stuff. Whereas Washco is just a full service exterior cleaning company. So we're just really specialising in cleaning large buildings, and sometimes they do have a bit of height to them, or sometimes they're just a large group of buildings, whether it's a large commercial building, schools, universities, being able to offer that work to kind of city councils and very large organisations. So they are quite similar. It basically comes down to At Height abseils, Washco doesn't.
So where do you draw the line with the height? Like, is it a couple of stories, or where's the difference?
I'd say it's probably about the 4-story mark.
Yeah.
Washco can generally clean up to 4 stories using EWPs or telescopic poles. It's not always the case. Sometimes there might be a 3-story apartment building with balconies. You can't be climbing into balconies with ladders, so that would remain an At Height job. But our guys are up in Ori. We're doing a 3-story apartment complex right there now, and once again we've got the At Height guys up there abseiling off the roof into the balconies, so we're not having to get internal access. People aren't home during the day, and then the Washco guys there are doing all the breezeways and cleaning what they can from the ground.